Before we get into the biggest preview of the season, make sure you go and check out GBFC Selects. Brand new chance to win £1,000 tonight, free to enter. You got to be 18 plus, terms and conditions apply. This little geezer down here, little Gorgonzola, Gianfranco Zola, he's already entered. So what you're waiting for, let's get into the preview. Yes guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome to the George Benson football channel. I say this every bloody game, but I think today is the only time that you guys might be able to turn around and say, Benson, you're actually correct with this one. You've got it right. This is the biggest game of the bloody season. It is Real Madrid, the biggest club in the world, against our Chelsea in the Champions League semi-final, first leg in Spain. It is a game that not only has never happened before in the Champions League, which is what makes it so special, because you can remember multiple Barcelonas, you remember multiple times Bayern Munich, but Real Madrid and Chelsea have never met one another before in this competition. And for me, I've always kind of liked Real Madrid until bloody recently, where I absolutely despise them because of their owner, Florentino Perez. By the way, check this out. This is the beach just beneath my new gaff. There's the lady. She's just going for a little dipperoonie McScooney in there. But we got a lot to talk about here today. First of all, obviously, there's a lot of narratives behind this tie that we're going to talk about before we get into my lineup. The first of which is the return to Thibaut Courtois against Chelsea, the club he used to play for. I talk to Thibaut actually quite often on social media still, so I've been giving him a little bit of stick, getting under his skin, trying to make sure he's got a mistake in him tonight. But the one that everybody is currently talking about is, of course, the return of Eden Hazard. He's playing obviously in Spain tonight. Real Madrid are at home in the first leg. And this guy is special. You know, he's had a very, very tough time since he signed for Real Madrid. This season has arguably been the worst season in his professional career. Injuries everywhere. Turned up at the beginning of the year overweight. Really has struggled. But he came on against Real Betis in Real Madrid's game at the weekend and created more chances for Real Madrid in 13 minutes than any other player on the pitch did for the entirety of the match. So it doesn't look good for Chelsea in terms of the omens of Eden Hazard returning to his scintillating, mesmerising best just in time to face his old club. It is going to be an incredibly difficult team. Real Madrid are not only the most successful club in the history of this competition, but they're incredibly experienced. A lot of their players have been there and done it before. Sergio Ramos, you've got Toni Kroos in there, Luka Modric, Karim Benzema, who is arguably in the form of his career right now. They've got so many good players. Vinicius Jr. as well, very talented winger who's starting to come into his own a little bit more now at Real Madrid. It's not going to be easy, this, for Chelsea. However, I would go as far as to say, all of the seasons that you could be drawn against Real Madrid, I feel as though this season, they've looked very good at times, but in terms of being that consistent powerhouse, winning week in, week out, not showing weakness on a regular basis, I wouldn't say they've really looked amazing this season. So I think in terms of the balance of the draw, obviously you've got Man City, Paris Saint-Germain on the other side of the draw. I think realistically on paper, similar to that of drawing Porto in the quarterfinal, which wasn't easy, we only won 2-1. But I think Real Madrid is certainly the best tie that Chelsea could have had in this semi-final over 2 legs. You've also got the quite brilliant Thomas Tuchel, who's come in, hasn't lost the game away from home yet as Chelsea manager, which of course is another little omen that bodes well for the result of this game. But the way that we're playing right now, particularly with how solid we look defensively, I'm actually confident, which is an absolute crazy thing to say, going into a semi-final of a Champions League tie against Real Madrid, but I'm quietly confident for this game, you know. I think the way that the team have been coming together over the course of the past few months, everything that we've built, everything that we've developed in this time builds up to this match, and it cannot, I repeat, cannot get any bigger than a night against Real Madrid. It's not a friendly, we're not doing this one in America for a bit of fun and raise a bit of cash. This is for a place in the final of the biggest club footballing competition on the planet, the Uefa Champions League. It is a special tournament with history, with heritage. We've won it before, and I think we might do it again. So, Real Madrid, we've already gone through their danger men. However, there are 11 danger men that Chelsea have in their ranks, and plenty on the bench as well. And I'm going to build my team that I feel is going to give us the best chance to go out there and win this game. I've gone with a mixture of creativity, experience and quality. And there are a couple of players that miss out, and I'm going to try and explain in as much detail as I can my reasons behind each pick. The first one is Edouard Mendy. What an incredibly underrated season this geezer has had in his first season at Chelsea. He's got more clean sheets than anyone else, I think. Well, actually, no, I think that's wrong. I think Chelsea have more clean sheets than anybody else. But I think it's something like 22, 23 clean sheets so far in his Chelsea career, which for not even a first full season, it's an incredible number. And I think Edouard Mendy, even though Chelsea are being linked with your Donnarummas, people are also saying, like, we need a world-class keeper. This guy, I think, has had a brilliant first season. And even though there are some moments where I feel like he's got the ball at his feet, can be a bit shaky, I think overall, this guy absolutely deserves to be Chelsea's number one for what he's done so far this season. We move into a centre-back three. And after seeing Christensen, Silva and Rudiger do so well at the weekend, I almost went with the same again. However, Azpilicueta at right wing back didn't really fill me with much confidence, and I think he will not play there again today against Real Madrid, where Chelsea are going to want to go there, get themselves an away goal, put us in control of the tie. So for that reason, Christensen misses out on this one, and it's not for any other reason other than I feel as though with Azpilicueta, Thiago Silva and Rudiger, we've got not only the quality there across each of those three backline positions, but there's also a lot of experience. Playing against a highly experienced Real Madrid team, Chelsea are going to need to call upon any ounce of experience we can. And I think with Azpi in there, back in that right centre-back role, Thiago Silva in the middle, and the quite brilliant Tony Rudiger in the left centre-back position, I think it is Chelsea's best option. We move into the two wing-backs. Reece James comes back in the team. I think the fact that Reece James is playing a Champions League semi-final for his boyhood club Chelsea is something that deserves a mention. Same for a lot of these guys that are going to be out there tonight. This will be the biggest game of their careers. There's a flipping hornet. Ah, he's on me. Bloody hell, he actually is attacking me. There's a hornet who just landed on my you-know-what-a-rooney, and he's, bloody hell. Okay, I'm going to leave that bit in there. But anyway, we carry on talking about Reece bloody James. What a guy he is. I thought he was going to sting me right there on my Goonies, but he didn't. Thank goodness for that. Reece James, what a brilliant footballer. And I think against the Real Madrid team, who supposedly might be playing three at the back today, I'd actually back Reece James against pretty much anybody that Real Madrid can put in their own wing-back position. So Reece is on the right. Ben Chilwell, who has come in for a lot of praise recently, rightly so. The man has been in fantastic form. And even though Marcos Alonso did very well when Thomas Tuchel first came in, I think we're starting to see now the real quality within Ben Chilwell's game that has enabled him to regain his place and start really showing that, although we know he's a very good left back, if Chelsea are to persist with this wing back formation, which is so successful for us right now, Ben Chilwell is certainly the man for the job. Look at this bloody gaff, man. This is absolutely delightful. The missus is just lying down in the water over there, getting a bit of a tan. I'm talking Chelsea with you lot. If that's not a good enough reason to hit the like button on today's video, I don't bloody know what is. But we move into a central midfield two. First things first, absolutely delighted that both Billy Gilmour and Tino Anjorin have made the squad for this Champions League trip. Brilliant news. Mateo Kovacic is the only player who is out injured for Chelsea, so he will not be able to feature tonight, which I think is a real shame, because Kovacic has been absolutely brilliant for us at times since Tuchel took over. So therefore, the midfield partnership is N'Golo Kante and Jorginho. I think tonight will be the time where everybody puts the respect that N'Golo Kante deserves on his name. I think this stage, Champions League semi-final, the man's played in World Cups, he's won them. The Champions League is the trophy that this guy deserves to win. I think above any other footballer right now who's so close to attaining every single trophy you could possibly win. N'Golo Kante for the Champions League is something you would absolutely love to flip and see. It's about as big as him, the trophy is. So Kante in the middle, Jorginho alongside him as well. Again, you've got bundles of experience there as well as quality. And Chelsea against the midfield of Casemiro, Toni Kroos, Luka Modric. Those are some absolutely sensational footballers. Jorginho's going to have one of his good games. I know sometimes I say he has like these little switches where it's like it's either bad or really good. He's going to have a bloody good one today against a very strong Real Madrid side. We move into the hardest part, and this is the one that I have absolutely no idea what to pick. However, after he scored at the weekend the winning goal in the London derby when Chelsea beat West Ham, I've kept Timo Werner in the side. Mason Mount is always in my team, no matter what. This kid is absolutely sensational. So there's one more place. And I'm sat here and I'm wondering, who do we bloody go for? Pulisic, he's been good recently, he deserves it. Hudson-Odoi, could be him. Kai Havertz, could be him. But I've decided to start with Hakim Ziyech in this game. Hakim Ziyech, in my opinion, big game player. He's been in Champions League semi-finals before, and I've got a feeling it could be Chelsea's match winner tonight. I've just got this little feeling in my gut that Hakim Ziyech is going to make a massive, massive difference to this Chelsea team tonight. So, Christian Pulisic to come off the bench and absolutely tear Real Madrid to shreds. Tonight, I have a feeling we're going to win. I've just got that feeling in my stomach. Sometimes I wake up and I can just feel it. I think we're going to win 2-1 tonight, which would be an absolutely incredible scoreline. And I think, I mean, I'm not going to say I'm going to book my flight, but I would actually start looking on Skyscanner properly to see what I can do to get to Istanbul. Chelsea, semi-final, Real Madrid, 2-1 win. Hakim Ziyech and Christian Pulisic with the goals. Pulisic coming off the bench. Let me know what you think of the starting 11 in the comments down below. As this video's gone on, it's actually really sunk in that this game is happening tonight. I'm incredibly bloody nervous. I'm going to try and get to sleep beforehand and wake up on time for the game, but it's highly unlikely that it's going to happen. I don't think I'm going to be able to sleep for this one. It's bloody huge. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy this video and you like the little setting that we've decided to use as the office today, hit the like button on it. And hopefully the 6 things we learn after the game can be the bloody best one that we've ever done. So stay tuned to that. Subscribe if you are new, and check out GBFC 2 if you want to see me go into a little bit more detail about the other Champions League semi. Catch you guys later. Come on, you Blues.